You spent a little time with both John Fetterman and his wife because the two of them run together at times. She's a very important part of his campaign. She was a part of his initial reaction to the leaked Supreme Court document. So let's take a look at what you learned in that sit-down that you had with the Fettermans.
Senate candidate John Fetterman's road to Washington swerves between left and middle.
I don't want to be crass, but we need to keep making in this country.
Trying to win back blue-collar Pennsylvania voters that swung to Trump, but with a brand all his own. You walk into Washington day one to do one big thing.
Sure.
What do you do?
What do I do? Well, again, that would be like picking my favorite child. I just
I'm asking you a hard question.
I just couldn't do that. So I'll rattle off three priorities. Minimum wage, it's a disgrace that it has to change. We have to codify Roe v. Wade. And third is voting rights.
Are you a progressive?
No, I'm just a Democrat that has always run on what I believe and know to be true.
In his signature Carhartt hoodie, Fetterman wears a not-your-typical Democrat type of brand. His approach is more at home with the Commonwealth's common man than with the party elite. As lieutenant governor, foregoing the Harrisburg mansion for his car dealership turned home across the street from a steel mill in Braddock, where he had some choice words for his fellow Democrats in Washington.
And we are squandering, in my opinion, an enormous opportunity to do some transformative good through legislation that is being stopped by a senator like Joe Manchin. And I'm not criticizing him. I'm simply saying I would vote differently.
It's not just the candidate, but the couple that makes this campaign unconventional.
Did you pick one already? Okay, so you can grab a cake. I can take you too. Are you next?
If John is bringing the casual, his wife Giselle is bringing the polish and the personality.
You ready to go inside?
Yes.
Did you want to pick a cake? There's two different kinds.
She's been front and center at rallies, on social media, and in campaign emails. How did that come about? How did you guys decide to really come as a package deal in this way?
I think we are. I mean, our family is a package deal, right?
She's a force in the community, running several philanthropic efforts. She says she hates politics, but hopes her story will transcend all that.
Hi, how are you?
Born in Brazil, Giselle came to the United States as an undocumented immigrant. How much does that influence his positions on the issue?
I think it does, very much so. We've seen cases where I'm out with the children and people think I'm the babysitter and not their mother.
Giselle says she gets more hate mail than her husband. You've said that you have 3 strikes against you. You're an immigrant, a woman, and a cannabis patient. Do you worry that those 3 strikes might count against John in November if he wins the primary?
I don't think it should count. And if it does, it just means there's more work to do, and we'll continue to do it.
Those strikes may be home runs for the progressives in the party, but Fetterman is also trying to score with a waning working class base.
It's like this idea that if you feel left behind or you feel that you've been ignored or the party has moved on to something different or better in their minds, like, well, what's wrong with us?
The Fettermans together hoping their brand can bridge the gap between old school and new school Democrats in a state with razor-thin margins.
Our first campaign, we barely had gas money, and now we're one of the most well-resourced campaigns, of a challenger nationally. So the only thing that's changed is that we've been getting our message out, and she's a big part of the package.